Hello there, Humman Ftwaki students. I hope you are doing good these days, along with your families and theirs. I also hope that we will see each other very soon, inshallah, after the pandemic of coronavirus will end for good. My name is Ahmed Al-Jani. I will be one of your English teachers this year. So welcome to this class. And before we start the re-classes, we need to revise the lessons that we saw last year and that are very, very important for us in every English class and also this year. So today we are going to review the simple present tense, which is the most important tense in English, because if we understand how it works and when it works, the form of the simple present, the S of the ending of the third person singular, we can understand all other tenses easily without problems. Simple past, present perfect, future simple, and etc. So I hope that this video will be of great help to you and will interest you, of course. But please, I'd like you to take your copybooks or notebooks. I want you to pause the videos when we have an exercise. You can repeat the video whenever you want to understand things clearly and copy the lessons. And of course, you can express yourself in the comment area. You can comment by giving me answers or asking me questions about things that you don't understand, of course. Okay, so let's start the lesson, of course. So first, how do we form the present simple? How do we form the present simple or the simple present? Okay, so it's very easy, it's very basic. First, we need to see the three forms of a sentence. We have the positive or the affirmative, the negative, and the question. So let's start with the very basic one, which is the positive or the affirmative. For example, you can think of a verb. Like what? Like work, do, go, sleep, write, drive, etc. So let's see a verb. For example, here we have the verb to work. To work. So the subject's pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Right? We have singular, we have plural. Great. The simple present tense is conjugated as follows. When we have the subjects I, you, we, they, we say work. I work. You work. We work. They work. But please pay attention to the three third subject pronouns, which are he, she, it. When we have the third person singular, we call them third person singular. When we have these three subject pronouns, or we have other subjects like Ahmed, Muhammad, Karima, the table, the book, school, etc., we need to add an S here. Please pay attention to this one. We say he works, she works, it works. Okay? For example, I sleep, you sleep, we sleep, they sleep. But when we have he, she, it, we say he sleeps. Very good. She sleeps. It sleeps. Very good. Great. So this is how we conjugate the verb in the simple present tense. What about the negative form? The negative form is when we have the not idea. For example, I work, this is positive. But the negative is I. Yes? Right. We say I don't. I don't work. We say I don't work. I can say I do not work. This is the long form, do not. But in speaking, we use don't. Alright? We use don't. This is the short form. So we say I don't work. You don't work. We don't work. They don't work. Or do not work as long form. But what about he, she, it? We said it's third person singular. Change, right? The form of the verb in the positive. Is it the same thing in the negative? Yes, of course. but we use another auxiliary verb form, which is doesn't, okay, or does not, right? So we say here, he doesn't work, she doesn't work, it doesn't work. But notice here, did I use the S? Did I use the S of the third person singular here? No, I didn't. So I say doesn't work. He doesn't, she doesn't, it doesn't work. Okay, what about the question? In the question, we need to change not only the form of the verbs, but also the form of the sentence. Let's see this example in the interrogative form or the question form. So we have here, do, I, do, you, do, we, do, they, and I use the verb, the base verb, which is work. So I say, do I work? Do you work? Do we work? Do they work? Okay, right, this is for subject pronoun. What about he, she, it? We need to use the auxiliary does. Very good. So we use does he work? Does she work? Does it work? Okay, so please notice again that we don't need to use the S of the third person singular. We only use the S of the third person singular here in the positive form only. This is clear. So please, if you don't understand, you can pause the video and you can repeat it again and replay it, okay? Right, so this is the form of the simple present, okay? So when we have the positive form, we use the subject, are, you, we, they, right? Plus base verb, go, do, sleep, etc. Base verb is infinitive without to. We have to go, this is infinitive. Base verb is does just go, right? But when we have subject third person singular, we have he, she, it plus base verb plus s, right? Great. What about the negative form? It's the same thing. We use don't or do not plus base verb. But when we have third person singular, we use doesn't plus base verb. And the question form, we have do plus are, you, we, they plus the base verb. And does plus the third person singular subjects plus base verb. So this is how we form the present simple. How can we make the simple present? But have you asked yourself, when do I use the simple present? When do I use it? Right? Most of us say it is to talk about present time. Are you sure? Not really, of course, because we use simple present tense for other uses. We are going to see them right now. We use simple present to talk about general truth. What is a general truth or general truths? General truth is a reality, something real, or I want it to be real. Okay. Like what? Like, for example, I study in Hummal Ftwaki High School. This is a truth. I'm giving you a truth. I'm giving you real information about myself. Okay, that's why I use the simple present tense for the verb I study. Okay. For example, my brother doesn't have a car. I'm giving you a reality. I am giving you a truth. He has a motorbike. Alright? So I use the verb to have in the present simple tense. We use also the present simple tense to talk about scientific facts or general facts or realities. Scientific facts like 1 + 1 gives 2. 1 + 1 equals 2. This is a reality. This is 100% certain, right? It's scientific truth and reality. Okay. For example, say Rabat is the capital of Morocco. Is Casablanca the capital of Morocco? No, but Rabat is the capital of Morocco. So this is a fact, a scientific or a general fact. Okay, good. When I say, for example, Earth, okay, this is Earth. Okay, let me use the right color. This is Earth. Earth. It goes around the sun. Okay, this is reality. This is a scientific fact. That's why I use the verb to go in the present simple tense. Okay, clear? Good. We also use the present simple tense to talk about repeated actions or habits. Repeated action, things that I repeat every time at home or out or whatever. Habits, things that I like to do, right? Okay, like watching TV or playing video games, reading, etc. Routines, the same things that I repeat them every day, like in daily activities. Okay, that's why we use the present simple tense. Like for example, my mother makes couscous on Fridays, every Friday, something which is repeated. Okay, every Friday. That's why we use the verb in the present simple tense. Okay. For example, we have other examples like Muslim people pray 5 times a day. This is a habit, this is a routine, this is a daily activity, this is also a repeated action. This is 5 times a day. Okay, that's why we use the present simple. Other example, we have, for example, I do shopping every day. Every day, things that are repeated every day, of course. That's why we use the present simple, right? And also we use the simple present when we have adverbs of frequency. It's like something that is repeated, okay? And how often I do this thing, okay? Is it always? Is it usually, often, sometimes, seldom, rarely, never? For example, we have day 1, day 2, 3, etc. The whole days of the week. When I do an action whole week, it's always, for example, right? Usually it's just 5 days a week, right? Often 4 days a week, sometimes 3 days a week, rarely 1 day a week, never no day, right? Okay, these are the frequency adverbs that you need to revise them, of course. Okay, let's see examples in sentences. For example, I always have dinner at home. Always. So this is a frequent action, things I do every day, right? Okay. We never eat in the classroom. Never, never, right? Okay. Uh, for example, Hamid usually goes to school by bike. Goes to school by bike. So maybe one day he uses, for example, a car, or he uses he goes to school on foot, for example, right? But 4 days he goes to school by bike. Okay, good. This is all about the uses of simple present tense, but we have other time expressions for the simple present, like what? Like every day, every night, every week, every month, every year, every Monday, Friday, etc. We have daily, weekly, monthly, annually, yearly, okay? Once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a year, etc. Okay? And we have on Mondays, on Fridays, in the morning, in the evening, or in the afternoon, at night, at noon, etc. These are um, time expressions that we use when talking about the present simple tense. These are the examples. You can read them. You can pause the video and read them, of course. Now let's do exercises. Please, before you do the exercise, you can stop the video, right? You can stop the video and you can answer the questions, okay? And then we go back to the correction. All right? Good. So here we have positive form, negative form, interrogative form. The positive form we have here, for example, I take a bus to school. Or I take bus to school, right? So when I say he, I need to change the form of the verb. So I would say he takes, right? He takes bus to school. All right? Maria does shopping every day. So Maria, but this time we have Maria and Karim. So it's plural. It's they. What should I say? Maria and Karim do shopping every day. Very good. Yes. You enjoy time learning English. You enjoy time learning English. We have here you and I, so which is we, you and I. Like we, so we say enjoy, so it doesn't change, of course. You and I enjoy time learning English. What about the negative? Do you remember what should I use with the negative form? They study hard. They study hard. So I need an auxiliary plus a verb. They don't study hard. Very good. They don't study hard. He sings good songs. So he, negative, he doesn't. Great. He doesn't sing. No S. He doesn't sing good songs. Interrogative form or the question form, we have she wants to buy a car. So how can I change it to a interrogative form? So I would say, yes, sorry for the typing mistakes. So, yes, does she, we have here, does, yes, she want to buy a car? Does she want to buy a car? In the interrogative form, we have they sell books online. They sell books online. So what should I say? Yes, do. All right. Do they, the subject, sell books online? Very good. So let's move to the second exercise, please. You need to underline this one or this one. Okay. You need to underline the correct answer, of course. Okay. So you need to choose the correct verb, right? So you can pause the video, do the exercise, and then play it again to take or have the correction. Okay, so Tom tidy or tidies his room every day, every Saturday? Yes, tidies, because we have Tom. It's third person singular. He. Good. We listen or we listens to the music every day. We say we listen, right? We listen because we have the subject pronoun we. Good. Mary usually watch or watches. We have Mary. She watches. Very good. Watches TV in the evening. The girl often plays with the doll. We have the girls. Pay attention with the S of the plural. So it is play. Right, play. Very good. She doesn't swim or she doesn't swims in the pool on Sundays. Of course, she doesn't swim because we have here negative form doesn't plus verb without S, of course. Number 6, it's a question. Does the mouse comes out in the kitchen every night? Is it come or comes? It is come because we have here a question, so no S with the base verb. So this is all about the exercises. You only need now to express yourself in present simple tense. I want you please to, there is also here another typing mistake. Okay, so express yourself in the present simple tense. Okay, so you are going to answer me in the comment area, or you can send me answers, or you can write them and picture them and send them to me, all right, by answering these questions. Okay, so you are going, for example, to say, what are some activities you like to do? Right, I like to watch TV, I play football matches with my friends, etc. Okay, you can use the simple present to talk about activities. You can also answer the question of, what are some good habits that you have, the good habits, the thing that you like to do and that you feel that they are good, right? What are some things you do every day? What is something you eat almost every day? What is your morning routine? What is something you do about once every month? What is the scientific fact you know? Scientific facts you know. What do you do in your free time? So all these questions are very, very important to practice the present simple tense if you want to answer them. All right? So I hope you enjoy this lesson. If you have any question, please ask me, send me your questions, and I will be glad to help and answer them. Okay, thank you very much and have a good day.